We're gonna get a move on this quick before my camera dies.
Now that we have found this love, baby, I can't explain my feel.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn if you haven't been here before. If you have been here before, thank you for tuning in again. So today I'm basically just going to be talking about me getting into NYU, how I got a full ride, my stats, all that good stuff that I know you guys want to know and you've been waiting to know. So let's get right into it. Alright, now, okay. So I made this tweet about me getting into NYU and me getting a full ride to NYU and how excited I am to be part of NYU 2022, and I basically got like freaking hundreds of DM requests from people that I don't know and people just from all over the social media world asking me, how did you get into NYU? How did you get a full ride? So I decided to make a video on it explaining to you guys, because at one point I was looking into colleges and I was looking into how to get into here, how to get into there, what my stats needed to be like. So I recently, just this week, got accepted into NYU, the New York University, and I just get a massive fat scholarship, man. It was really blessing me. I applied for the NYU Stern School of Business, and I applied a regular decision, not early decision, because NYU does have a binding early decision admission thingy. So if you do apply to NYU early decision, you have to go there. No offense NYU, you know I love you, but you're kind of stingy sometimes. Well, you never know with NYU. This year was the most selective but also the most diverse class they have ever had. Their acceptance rate this year was 19%. So with a 19% admissions rate this year, they had a 33% increase in African Americans and I think a 20-something% increase in Hispanics. And I know that originally for Caucasians it's 29% and for Asians I think it's 22%. And for African Americans it was 5% and I think for Hispanics it was 3%. It was really low and they've increased drastically this year, but at the same time their acceptance rates have lowered a lot. So yeah, that's just a little background. So yeah, I don't really know how to tell you how I got in with a full ride other than, you know, hard work and prayer, I guess. I will tell you my stats. So starting off with my GPA, I did have a 4.0 GPA in high school. I've taken 8 APs or maybe 9 APs. I think it's 8. It might be 9. 9 or 8 APs is what I've taken throughout my high school career. I have done a lot of clubs and I didn't list all of them on my application. I honestly don't think that it's important to list every single club that you do on your applications, just the ones that matter to you the most and the ones that you can talk about the most and say that you were involved in the most, which is what I did. So a couple of them were outside of school and then a couple of them were inside of school. My SAT was a 1380. My ACT, I only took the ACT once and I didn't study for it and I got a 28. Those are basically my stats, and I can't tell you which part of my application was the part that made me get the scholarship. I really can't. It did say that it was merit-based. I got the Stern scholarship. That is the scholarship specific to my area of study at NYU. I can't really tell you what made me get the scholarship specifically, but I know that they do have scholarships like the MLK scholarship, in which if you talk about your impact in the community, you can get that. A lot of the scholarships I know are awarded if you apply early decision, but based on financial need and then based on merit, you know, how well you do in school, what you're involved in, that contributes a lot to you getting a scholarship as well. Other questions I've gotten about NYU is what am I studying? I'm studying business at the Stern School of Business. I haven't decided what exactly is going to be my concentration at Stern. I am probably going to do global relations and marketing. I might do entrepreneurship. I don't know, but the possibilities with business are so endless, and especially at NYU because they teach you basically about every aspect of business. It's just such an amazing school for business and such an amazing environment for business because you're surrounded in the city by all these amazing companies and these amazing professors from around the world, and you have so many opportunities to travel abroad, which I guess is the reason why I chose NYU. It's just an incredible school, and for someone as independent as I am, it really just fits me campus-wise, the freedom to choose what I want to study, even with my major or the school that I got accepted into. The freedom to do what you want and be who you want to be is something that I really love about NYU. Another question I got was why NYU, and I guess what I just said contributes to that. Also, because I've always wanted to, live out my 20s and my end of teen years in New York City. I visited there last spring break with one of my best friends, Sam, and I really just loved New York. The possibilities in New York are endless. It's somewhere I knew I wanted to be and somewhere I knew I needed to be. I can't wait to do a whole bunch of vlogs there and to do a whole bunch of college videos, just helping people get through college and helping people who want to go to NYU get to NYU. If you're trying to get into NYU and you're trying to get a full ride, the advice that I would give to you would be, 1, be yourself in your applications. Make sure that when you're writing your applications that you're reading it and it sounds like you. I can't stress how important that is. And if you're not sure, have other people read it. I did have a couple of my friends read my application just to make sure that everything that I was saying was me. It sounded like it was coming from me, as if I was speaking to my friend. And I think that's something that really helped, was that they saw my authenticity through my applications. I didn't do an interview or anything like that. They saw all of me through the essay, and that's the best that you can do. Another thing is to do your best in high school. Don't slack. Don't say, oh, I'm almost about to graduate, let me just slack. Oh, it's just the first year of high school, I'm just a freshman, I can make it up with the other years, let me live right now. If you want something, you have to dedicate yourself to it, and that's for anything. So definitely do your best throughout high school, and your best doesn't have to be all A's. Your best does not have to be 10 million clubs. Your best does not have to be class president. Your best doesn't have to be 1600 on your SAT. None of that. Your best has to be your personal best. That's what really matters, and NYU really sees that, because I see a wide variety of people and a diverse group of people at NYU, and I just know that NYU really cares about who you are and you doing the best you can. And one of my last pieces of advice for applying to NYU is, don't be scared. I have so many friends who did not apply to schools this application season, I guess, because they were like, I'm not going to get in anyway, there's no point in doing it, yada yada yada. And they didn't get into those schools, and that's not because they weren't good enough or the schools didn't like them. It's because they made that decision. They didn't give those colleges the opportunity to say, oh, we don't think you're the right fit for us, or we need to reevaluate. They said for themselves, I'm not good enough for the school and I'm not going to apply. They didn't give those schools a chance. But I know so many people who applied to NYU that I've met online over this past week that I've gotten accepted, who have been accepted and didn't even think they would get a chance at NYU. So many people who are like, I just applied just because, it's been a dream, I might as well. I wasn't expecting to get in, who actually got in. Schools, especially schools like NYU, see your passion. When you write essays and you apply to these schools and you tell them what it is that makes NYU so special to you, or what it is that makes that school so special to you that you want to go to, they see that, they feel that, and they support that. Those are the 3 main things that I would give as advice to anyone who's trying to get into NYU, and anyone who's trying to get into NYU with a full ride like I did, or at least a really big scholarship. So yeah, I'm really excited for NYU. Please do leave down your video suggestions and recommendations of what you want to see while I'm in NYU. It can be college dorm stuff, it can be Q&As, it can be anything that you want to see about me being at NYU. If you have any other questions to ask me that you need advice on, make sure that you leave them down below, and I'll probably do a second Q&A video, or I'll just message you directly and answer your questions. I'm totally open to helping whoever with whatever. Yeah, feel free to leave down any questions, any concerns, any advice. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more about me, about NYU. Make sure that you subscribe, and I'm so happy to have you on my channel. I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and that for the people who have messaged me already, that I answered a lot of your questions and, you know, opened your eyes to some things. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.